It was a biting winter afternoon in Central Park. The kind where the snow muffled every sound except the distant honk of taxis on Fifth Avenue. I sat there on that weathered bench, my breath fogging the air, staring at my phone screen as if it held the answers to the void gnawing inside me. My name is Emily Thompson, 35, CEO of Apex Media Solutions in Manhattan. Or at least, I had been until 6 months ago, when the board, led by my ex-husband, Marcus, voted me out in a backroom coup. He'd been my partner in every sense, building the company from a scrappy startup in our Brooklyn apartment to a multi-million-dollar empire. But power corrupts, as they say, and Marcus had twisted the knife deeper by sleeping with my closest ally on the board, Vanessa, the woman I'd mentored like a sister. They framed it as strategic realignment, but I knew the truth: betrayal. Pure and cold, like the bench beneath me. I'd signed the divorce papers in silence, walked away with a severance that felt like blood money, and retreated into isolation. No friends to call, work had consumed them all. No family, my parents had passed years ago, casualties of their own relentless ambition. Just me, replaying the humiliation in my head. The way Marcus had smirked during that final meeting, whispering, "It's just business." But it wasn't. It was personal. And that day, as I sat there plotting vague fantasies of ruin, a small voice pierced the quiet. "Excuse me, ma'am. Are you lonely?" The words came from a tiny girl, no more than 4, standing a few feet away in an oversized wool coat that swallowed her frame. Her light brown curls peeked out from under a knit hat, and she clutched a ragged teddy bear like a lifeline. Her eyes, wide, hazel, unnervingly perceptive, locked onto mine. I froze, the question hitting like a slap. Lonely? Me? The woman who'd commanded boardrooms, negotiated deals that made headlines in the Wall Street Journal? But yes. God. Yes. The emptiness had been building for years, masked by success, until Marcus's betrayal cracked it wide open. "What makes you think that, kid?" I asked, my voice sharper than intended, laced with the defensiveness I'd honed in corporate battles. She tilted her head, unfazed. "You look like my mommy does sometimes. Like you're mad, but can't say it. And you're all alone here." Her words twisted something deep in my gut. Mad, but can't say it, that was me. All right. I'd swallowed my rage for months, playing the gracious ex-CEO, signing NDAs that bound my silence like chains. Revenge simmered beneath. But how? Sue them? Too clean. Too public. No. I needed something that would make them feel the same hollow ache. "Where are your parents?" I deflected, scanning the park. She pointed to a man on a nearby bench, engrossed in his laptop, his back to us. He looked mid-30s, disheveled in a rumpled suit, typing furiously. "Just Daddy. Mommy's always working. She says it's important." The man glanced up briefly, nodded at her, then dove back into his screen. Something about him nagged at me familiar, but I couldn't place it. "I'm Lily," she said, holding up her bear. "This is Mr. Whiskers." "What's your name?" "Emily," I replied, surprised at how easily it slipped out. She studied me, then dropped the bomb. "I don't have many friends. Mommy and Daddy fight a lot. About money and secrets. Can I sit with you? Just for a little while." Her voice was small, pleading, echoing the vulnerability I'd buried. Against my better judgment, I nodded. She climbed onto the bench, her little boots dangling, and started chattering about her daycare, her favorite cartoons, the way her mommy sometimes cried at night. It was innocent, disarming, and then she mentioned her last name. "I'm Lily Hayes." Hayes. The pieces slammed together. Marcus Hayes? No, couldn't be. But as I glanced back at the man, recognition hit like ice water. It was Alex Hayes, Marcus's younger brother. The one who'd always lurked in the shadows of our marriage. Alex had been a mid-level engineer at Apex. Quiet, unassuming, until Marcus pulled strings to promote him. I'd barely noticed him back then. But now he was here, with a daughter whose mother. Wait. Marcus had bragged about his brother's messy divorce once. How Alex's ex-wife had left him for someone richer. But Lily's words painted a different picture. Fights. Secrets. My mind raced. Was this fate handing me a weapon? I kept my face neutral. But inside, the plan ignited. Marcus had destroyed me through whispers and alliances. I'd do the same. Starting with his family. Tell me more about your mommy and daddy, I probed gently. My voice a soft lure. Lily opened up like a flower in spring. Spilling details, how daddy worked late at the big media place, how mommy accused him of hiding money. How they barely spoke anymore. It was gold. Alex was still at Apex. Probably privy to the financial skeletons Marcus had buried, the offshore accounts. The embezzlement I'd suspected but couldn't prove before they ousted me. If I could get close to Lily, earn her trust, maybe extract information through innocent questions. The thought made my pulse quicken. Revenge wasn't about explosions, it was about the slow drip of poison. Lily grabbed my hand suddenly, her touch warm against the cold. Will you be my friend? Emily? I don't have a special grown-up friend. Her eyes pleaded. Mirroring my own buried pain, the child I'd never had because Marcus always said later, only to betray me before later came. I hesitated, the moral line blurring. But the hurt one. Sure. Kid. Let's be friends. I walked her back to Alex, introducing myself casually. Your daughter seems sweet. She kept me company. He looked up, startled, then grateful. Thanks. I'm Alex. It's been a rough day, work stuff. I smiled, hiding the venom. I get it. I'm in media too. Emily Thompson, formerly of Apex. His eyes widened in recognition. Wait. You're Marcus's ex? Small world. Yes. I thought. Smaller than you know. We exchanged numbers in case Lily wants a playdate. As they left, I felt the first spark of power since the betrayal. Silence had been my cage, now it would be my blade. The next weeks unfolded like a carefully scripted drama. Tension building in the quiet spaces. I met Lily for playdates at the park. Then coffee shops. Always with Alex's wary approval. He was drowning, his marriage crumbling under the weight of Apex's demands. Echoes of my own life. Lily confided more, overheard arguments about Uncle Marcus, hiding company money. How Daddy felt guilty but stayed silent for the job. Each revelation fueled my plan. I dug discreetly, using old contacts to confirm suspicions. Marcus had been siphoning funds through Alex's department, falsifying reports. If exposed, it would ruin them both. Federal charges, prison time. But I played the long game, bonding with Lily to mask my intent. We baked cookies in my sleek Upper East Side apartment, her laughter filling the emptiness that had haunted me. I taught her simple braids, watching her beam in the mirror. And for fleeting moments, I forgot the revenge. She filled a hole Marcus had carved, the family he'd denied me. But then I'd remember his smirk, Vanessa's pitying glance, and the fire reignited. Alex started opening up too. Overshared dinners after I helped with Lily. Marcus is a shark, he admitted one night, wine loosening his tongue. He pulled me into some shady deals. I should have spoken up. But family. His confession was the key. I recorded it subtly on my phone, piecing together evidence. The betrayal stung anew. Marcus had used his own brother as a pawn. Just like me. But sympathy warred with rage. Lily adored her dad. And in her eyes, I saw my own fractured childhood. Parents too busy fighting to notice my pain. Was I becoming the monster? The thought gnawed. But I pushed it down. Silence had cost me everything. Now I'd make them pay with their own. The explosion came on a rainy evening. 6 months after that park bench. I'd compiled the dossier emails, recordings, financial trails, and anonymously tipped the SEC. But before the hammer fell, Lily called me in tears. "Emily, Daddy and Mommy are yelling bad. Can I come over?" I picked her up, heart-twisting as she sobbed about the divorce papers. How Uncle Marcus had cut Daddy off. In my apartment, she clung to me. "You're like my secret mama. Don't leave me." Her words shattered the facade. This wasn't just revenge, it was destroying an innocent. The guilt surged. A tidal wave of regret. I'd chosen vengeance over healing. And the price? Lily's trust. My rediscovered humanity. The next day, news broke, Apex under investigation. Marcus arrested for fraud. Vanessa turned state's evidence, throwing him under the bus. Alex was implicated but cooperated, getting probation. He confronted me at the park, fury in his eyes. "You used my daughter?" "For this." I didn't deny it. He betrayed me first. But I'm sorry. Lily stood between us, confused, her teddy bear dangling. "Emily," the hurt in her voice was the real punishment, worse than any boardroom loss. I'd won the revenge, but lost myself in the process. Marcus rotted in jail. His empire crumbled. But as I walked away alone, the silence returned, heavier than before. The child who'd seen my loneliness had become collateral in my war. And that betrayal, my own, was the one I couldn't escape. In the end, revenge doesn't heal, it just carves deeper scars, leaving you to whisper regrets into the empty air.